Now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, so if you could all make your way to the performance area, please. I will call out ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. The first subject is the worst thing to hear over a tannoy system.
Only you can hear me.
The train to Nottingham will arrive in 5 minutes, which is a pity because this is Tesco.
Second floor, but you can't get out.
Welcome to our school sports day. Mark will probably get stuck in a sack. Ha, bloody ha.
Can somebody come to the salami slicer, please?
If anybody has found a Vicks inhaler...
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know there will be a bomb on the tube, but will it be today?
The lift doors are closing, leaving you trapped in an airless, windowless coffin, hurtling downwards at 100 miles an hour.
Would the parents of the child that fell into the tiger enclosure please come to lost property to collect her shoes?
The plane's about to land in Glasgow. Passengers are reminded to set their watches back 25 years.
The next topic is unlikely lines from the final Harry Potter book.
Don't worry, Hermione, I can get rid of it. Chlamydia disappearo.
OK, Hermione, said Harry, unbuttoning his zip. I'll show you a really magic one.
Harry had always thought that he'd meet his death at the hands of Voldemort, so imagine his surprise when the doctors told him that he was HIV positive.
No, there is no post today, said Ron. The Owls are on a one-day strike over pay and conditions.
Midway through the orgy, Ron winked at Harry. This is better than Quidditch, his eyes seemed to say.
It was a magic mirror that showed the future, and in it, Harry seemed to be a 30-year-old actor appearing in something called The Bill.
Get the snitch, said Harry. I'll tie him down and you can drill through his kneecaps.
As the old man stood in front of him in his robes, clutching his wand, Harry regretted transferring to Catholic school.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm having a baby and it's yours, said Professor McGonagall.
Then Harry says something, Hermione says something. Oh, who cares? I'm minted.
At the end of that round, ladies and gentlemen, I have to give the points there to Frankie, Hugh and Mark. The first subject tonight is unlikely lines to hear in an episode of Doctor Who.
Between series, I paint the TARDIS red and sell coffee.
Yes, Doctor. I am your arch-nemesis. You may also recognise me as Giuseppe DeMarco from EastEnders. And my many walk-on parts in Casualty as Wounded Man.
Looks like we've materialised in the 19th century. Oh no, it's Glasgow 2007.
This is not a waste of time. You are a Time Lord. Have you ever given money to the Labour Party?
I'm here to save the Earth, but as a doctor, I won't be working evenings or weekends.
K9, stop humping the toaster.
Welcome to my Dalek poetry reading. called daffodils! Exterminate daffodils!
OK, the next topic is bad ways for Gordon Brown to address the nation.
You can take our lives, but you'll never take our freedom.
This isn't my sporran. It's Hazel Blair's asking for a promotion.
The economy is in ruins. I blame the previous Chancellor.
You thought Tony Blair was a Watch this.
People of Britain, when I address you like this, did you know sometimes I get so excited a little bit of wee comes out?
You might like Tony more, but you'll hate my wife less.
In these troubled times between our nations, I feel I need to reach out to President Putin and say, I have shagged your mother.
It's time you learnt the truth, Earthling.
Citizens of New Atlantis, I bring greetings from our brothers, the Crabmen.
No. Don't make me do it, Mother.
I'm G to the B, and this is how I roll. You got beef with me, you kiss my A-double-S hole.
OK, point over Frankie here live. Go. The first subject is unlikely lines to hear on a science programme.
After working on the equation for 30 years, Professor Stevens made an incredible discovery. His wife had left him and he'd wasted his life.
The trade in human organs is shocking. This kidney cost me nearly a tenner.
Today, we're going to be making a bomb using chapati flour and hydrogen peroxide.
Which is faster, a dog or a crossbow bolt?
And that's how God created the world in 7 days.
I escaped from a Petri dish!
Hello, my name's Jade Goody.
And that is how we can prove that aluminium is gay.
A cure for acute depression may be just around the corner. Oh, here it is. A train.
And as the mighty lion shakes the life out of this tiny gazelle, I feel strangely horny.
Well, that test was conclusive. Cats have one life.
OK, next topic is questions omitted from the British citizenship test.
Can you fly a plane? Can you land a plane?
Pat Butcher, shag or die?
Do you ever look at the ingredients on Ready, Steady, Cook and think, I could make a bomb out of that?
Is there any chance you could represent us in the 2012 Olympics? In which case, you're in.
Boris Johnson, true or false?
Do you like the music of what?
this map of Britain, can you point to where Gloucester used to be?
Are you paying too much for your car insurance?
Okay, let's leave it at that. Point to Frankie, you and Adam. The first subject tonight is the worst thing to hear on holiday.
Many of you in this safari will be wondering why I'm sprinkling you with a barbecue sauce.
Welcome to Butlins.
The plane has lost all power. Feel free to use your cell phone.
Let me feel your arm. Let me see your teeth. Take him.
Hello? This is your captain speaking. We're up!
You want a double or a single room? Double? Ramon, build a double.
In the event of the cabin decompressing, oxygen masks will drop from the ceiling and dangle in front of your blue dead faces.
From your bedroom window, you have a lovely view of the town's aging nuclear facility.
Yes, I know you've got a restraining order out on me, but I don't think it applies abroad.
There's a bar in the swimming pool after yesterday's riot.
You must be the only person in the hotel who isn't going to the Star Trek convention.
Both of you, welcome to Scotland.
Okay, the next topic is unlikely lines to hear in a TV show.
On Shaun the Sheep this week, Shaun has a big surprise when a nasty DEFRA man comes round with a bolt gun.
So get dialing, because remember, those phone lines close at midnight. Yesterday.
And now the Antiques Roadshow. This programme contains scenes of tedious dullness right from the start.
And if you have an opinion on this news story, why not keep it to yourself?
Hello and welcome to Mock the Week After Dark. I'm Dara O'Brien, and this is my penis.
This week on Location, Mohammed is looking for a pied-à-terre within easy reach of an international airport.
And now over to Kate Humble, who's going to kick the face off a badger.
Hello and welcome to India with Sanjeev Bhaskar and me, Jade Goody.
It's Shostakovich week on ITV1.
On this week's Time Team, Tony Robinson goes round to Fred West's old house.
And now over to Sean for a blind stab at the weather.
No deal, Edmonds! You're going to give me the money, or I'm going to start shooting!
Well done, you're right on. The points go to Russell, David and Andy. OK, here we go. The first subject is weird things to see on a road sign.
Fancy a shack? Park and ride, 200 yards.
Stop. Hammer time.
You are leaving Croydon. Well done.
Help me, I'm trapped in a sign-making factory.
When the red lights are flashing, get down with the groove.
Accident on opposite carriageway. Quick, look!
Amarillo, this way.
You are now leaving trowel services. Wish you hadn't eaten that for 26 miles.
If you can read this, you've crashed into my front garden.
You are entering Scotland. No salad for 200 miles.
No left turn, no right turn, no entry, no reversing. Get out of the car and put your hands on your head. Do it!
River ahead, which your sat-nav thinks is a road.
You're lonely, aren't you, Russell?
Sharp left turn ahead. Careful, ladies.
Giant exclamation mark ahead.
Bracknell, twinned with hell.
Warning, little chef, 1 mile.
Next topic is unlikely things to hear in the House of Lords.
Would anyone like to swap a packet of Space Raiders for some Dairy Lee Dunkables?
Please welcome our newest member, Lord Voldemort.
I used to be a lord, but after the operation, I'm a lady.
That, gentlemen, is the motion. And now I will clear it up.
I want to recriminalise homosexuality so that I can feel dirty when I do it.
I've changed my name to E. Lordy. I want you all to call me Lordy Lordy.
I am the Lord of the Dance.
Hello, I'm Lord Ocean Finance.
As a life peer, I would like to tender my resignation.
This is Davina. You are live in the house. Please don't swear.
OK, we have that round of calls to Frankie, you and Ben. The first subject tonight is bad things to hear on an airplane.
In the event of the cabin decompressing, oxygen masks will drop from the ceiling and untangling them will annoy you before you die.
Well, if you look out of the portside window in just a minute or so, you'll see me. Bye.
That's the first cloud I've ever seen with a ski lift on it.
The only thing less likely than surviving crashing into the sea is the Coast Guard hearing the whistles on your life jacket.
Oh, hi. I've got a hobby farm. Would you like me to tell you all about it for the next 9 hours?
Louisa and her in-flight team will be looking after you today, and your hijacker's name is Ibrahim.
Hold on! I've just entered us in the Red Bull Challenge!
Will the fat people please move to the back of the plane?
This is a no-smoking flight, although do feel free to join me in the cockpit, where we've opened a window.
I'm sorry, due to unforeseen Islamic fundamentalism, this plane is being diverted to paradise.
Punch it, Chewie.
OK, the next topic is the worst person to be married to.
I love you lots. Oh, let's see what Mr. Tiddles thinks of you. What do you think? Die, bitch!
Brace Brace yourself, Agnes. It's that time of year again.
These are my late rabbit's ashes. Say hello.
When I said I was a positive person, I meant HIV.
I brought home a video to turn us on. It's Fred Dibner's Age of Steam.
You thought I was a Thai lady? Well, you are half right.
Of course we're going to go out tonight. It's Hitler's birthday.
But he's my dad. We do everything together.
You want me to put my ding-a-ling into your fairy cave? Are you mad, woman?
But you can't use that toilet. That's my toilet.
He sleeps in the bed with us, OK? Don't make me choose between you and the wolf.
Please, please, Pavarotti, let me go on top.
OK, pointing in that round with a Russell, David and Andy. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely small lads.
Erectile problems. Ha, 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 ha.
Found. DVD of Lost.
Want to earn pounds, pounds, pounds? Yes, £3.
Would you like no strings attached sex? Contact my whore of an ex-wife.
Worried about hair loss? You bald bastard.
Dog available to good home. Free prawn crackers with every delivery.
Want to earn money at home? Become a prostitute. It's easy.
Problems with your short-term memory? Can't remember what you've just read? Problems with your short-term memory?
Room to let. No one has died in it. No one.
Wanted, 1 Spice Girls ticket and 1 gun.
Bored, lonely, depressed. Meet like-minded people at salsa dancing.
The next topic is excerpts from DVDs I wouldn't sell.
My name is Hannibal Lecter. I'm a vegan.
I'm afraid the only thing you're going to be fighting for some time, Bond, is HIV.
Welcome to Antiques Roadshow, Too Hot for TV.
From the makers of Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Pingu.
From the makers of Snakes on a Plane, Mice on a Tube.
Here's looking at you, kid, is why I'm in a Cambodian jail.
3 love. I'm Ann Widdecombe and this is Naked Table Tennis.
Frodo, you're hurting me! When I said you should destroy the ring.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Pointing in that round. Frankie, you and Mark. The first subject is what a news reporter would never say.
Next on News 24, I'm going to punch a zebra. Who cares? No one's watching.
Here, children as young as 8 are forced to earn their own living. More polish, more polish! I want to see my face!
Here on the streets, it seems that Britain is completely in the grip of gang culture. This is John Simpson for the ATN Massive!
Can you hear the bombs falling? No? That's because they're in Baghdad. I'm here in Peckham.
Reports of a mystery man loitering in the area turned out to be me.
News just in. Go to a break, your wife's been hit by a truck.
And it was just a few feet from here that the shots were fired. I know, I fired them.
Well, finally, the power in Beirut seems to be back on. The radiator I'm chained to is getting quite warm.
Even amidst the devastation of this earthquake, there are still stories of hope. I found a man's wallet.
I am actually in my bedroom, but I'm trying to make it look like I'm in Baghdad on a satellite phone.
And I can't help thinking that if my country was gripped by famine, I'd just move.
The next topic is unlikely letters to be read out on points of view.
Why, oh why is the structure of my chromosomes?
Dear BBC, I watched a light entertainment programme on your network the other night that wasn't hosted by Graham Norton. Is he ill?
Dear BBC, how did you manage to get those hippos to swim in a circle?
Dear BBC, I am a Nigerian general with £30 million to put in your bank account.
Last night, I turned onto your new porn channel, See Boobies.
Dear points of view, I would like to complain about the weird voice you're reading out my letter in.
Dear point of view, has anyone else noticed that Pat Butcher looks a lot like the honey monster from the Sugar Puffs album?
Dear BBC, when are you going to show Nuts on the Road? Nim, nim, nim.
Dear points of view, I watched Silent Witness with the sound off and it didn't make any sense.
Dear BBC, well, it's now 30 years down the line, and I'm no closer to owning a robotic housemaid. Tomorrow's world, tomorrow's horseshit, more like.
The other night, I watched Nigella Lawson and picked up a couple of good tips on baking bread. And in the process, I just about ripped my cock off.
OK, point to the end of that round. Go to Russell, Gina and Andy. Okay, the first subject is unlikely things for a royal correspondent to say.
Isn't it wonderful to see Prince Charles being made king at the age of 137?
And the Queen there majestically taking her place in the queue to withdraw her savings from Northern Rock.
The Queen asked me if I was from the BBC. I said I was, and she told me to piss off.
There we see Prince Philip going over to talk to a man from China. This should be interesting.
In fact, it's the Chinese premier, and he's just asked him for a menu.
Prince Harry hasn't been put off by the congestion charge. He says he still manages to come into Chelsea twice a day.
Well, the crowd are absolutely loving this event. The night sky is dancing with light. Yes, the Queen set fire to Windsor Castle again.
It's great to see the whole family waving from the balcony through the sights of my AK-47.
And as Prince Philip cuts the tape to open this mental institution, the doctors have got him. They've got him.
The next topic is what a rugby commentator would never say.
Oh, and he skipped through the defence, and that's lucky, because if these South Sea Islanders catch you, they eat you.
It's time for the scrum, where the players can have a quick kiss and exchange phone numbers.
And it's the coin toss, and Johnny Wilkinson has sprained his thumb.
And that is a massive tackle. I wish mine was like that.
Not everyone's been able to get tickets for this World Cup final, and we know a lot of you are watching at home. So hello to you, the England team.
Oh, and it's bad news for New Zealand. Rugby doesn't matter.
And keep an eye on this ball as it hits the ground, because it's such an unusual shape, it could go anywhere.
Seal it bang, kia ora, kia ora.
All pretence has been abandoned as both teams take to the field naked, covered in lubricant, to the sound of pounding techno.
Thick, muscular necks, broken noses, and powerful thighs. The rugby wives are minging.
This young man has a brilliant playing career ahead of him, followed by a bleak career as an after-dinner speaker before his suicide at 40.
Well, he is in many ways the perfect fly half. Legs of a human, torso of a blue bottle.
The South Africans there, passing to their one black player, Johnny Token.
So it's England versus Samoa, a team of rank amateurs against Samoa.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. The points go to Russell, Ben and Andy. OK, here we go. The first subject is bad things for a by-election candidate to say.
I would like to kiss your baby, but we don't want to go down that road again.
I am the perfect candidate. This is an election, and I am bi.
Vote for me, Doris McGarvey. I'd like to say no relation, but...
I'm not going to lie to you. Power gives me wood.
I've been knocking on doors in this constituency for weeks, and it's completely unconnected to the recent stranglings.
Knife crime must end. Just last week, I was given a steak knife when I clearly ordered the fish.
If elected, living standards will go up. For me and my wife.
I would say the fact that the Labour Party haven't put forward a candidate has not devalued this election at all. Ask my fellow opponents, Timmy Mallet, Elvis and the Honey Monster.
I promise to bring crime in this constituency down by patrolling the streets at night dressed as a man leopard.
I have impeccable green credentials because I've never used deodorant or had a bath.
I know nothing about politics, but I can crush a right pear between my buttocks.
OK. The next topic is unnerving things to hear during a medical examination.
Yes, I'll be operating. Oh, there you are.
Oh my God! Come here, you've got to look at this!
That's your smear test done, and I do have some bad news. I'm the janitor.
Yes, well, it's definitely stuck up there. We may have to use the ferret.
So if you'd like to just pop your clothes over there, next to mine.
You'll live for about a week.
Well, there's good news and bad news. But don't worry, I can give the good news to your widow.
Don't worry, panic over. It was just a spider on the microscope.
And how does it feel if I touch you here? And here? And there?
These drugs don't actually work, but every time I prescribe them, I get a free pen.
No. You can't have your old hip back, Mrs. Smith. I fed it to my dog.
This is one of the healthiest x-rays I've ever seen. But if we compare that with yours...
Right, I thought for a change, I could cough and you could hold my balls.
You have the body of someone half your age, growing inside your womb.
Well, there's good news. You've had a baby. And the bad news, it's blown your cock off.
OK, let's leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give the point to Frankie, Hugh and Michael. OK, here we go. The first subject is things you're unlikely to hear on a quiz show.
Here is your starter for 10. Spring rolls, sesame toast and chili balls with prawn.
Hello and welcome to Ask the Family. Mr. Fritzl, where's the rest of them?
Hello, we're Ant and Dec, and welcome to Double Our Money. Double Your Money.
I'm Anne Robinson, and if my Botox wears off, my face will turn into a scrotum.
Look at what you could have won if you went to school.
Name, Ted Smith. Occupation, carpenter. And your chosen specialised subject, the life and work of the carpenter Ted Smith.
For £1 million, complete this well-known phrase.
Like a vowel, 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 vowel. Zzz is the answer.
I'm Richard Whiteley.
Welcome to Inflation Adjusted. Who wants to be a Zimbabwe millionaire?
It's the banker. He says he's got your kids.
And your question is on celebrities. What jocular Irish host of the popular show Mock the Week is known by his friends as Dobby for his uncanny resemblance to the house elf in Harry Potter?
The next topic is things that would change the atmosphere at a dinner party.
Ignore the banging. She's been in there for 24 years.
Help yourself to Nibbles. He was our favourite hamster, but it's what he would have wanted.
Are you sure this is pork? It's just because Mike Crackling has a tattoo.
Don't worry, we don't say grace. We just sacrifice a child to the great god Imhotep.
Doorbell! Excellent. That'll be Heather Mills and James Blunt. Hope he's brought his guitar.
I hope nobody's allergic to nuts, because I like to rest mine on the table.
Well, this is absolutely lovely. I say we all raise a glass to the Fuhrer!
10 of you arrived. Only one will leave.
Anyway, long story short, after about 2 hours, you couldn't tell what was poo and what was chocolate.
There is a vegetarian option. You can fuck off.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Russell, Ed and Andy. OK, here we go. The first subject is lines you wouldn't hear in a superhero movie.
To the Bat Caravan.
I'm a superhero! Now, Russell, you've drawn an S on your forehead and you sprinkled glitter on your penis.
No, they call me Catwoman because I can lick my own arse.
Hey, Lewis, just before we fly off, I want to check none of your liquids are over 100 millilitres.
You're trapped, Spider-Man, trapped in this enormous bath.
No, R. Kelly, you can't join the Fantastic Four. It's not enough to believe you can fly.
Biff, bam, kapow, nutted, bottled, slashed.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Whatever it is, it's heading straight for the World Trade Center.
What do you mean the swastika's already taken? I've had my cape made now and everything.
So, tell me, why do they call you Flash?
I may not seem as dangerous as other supervillains, but soon I, Dr. Sheep, will rule the world. Bang.
What's that, Joker? You'll be back. Somehow I don't think you will be.
OK, the next topic is unlikely letters for an agony aunt to receive.
Dear Deirdre, I'm leaving you.
I want to trace my father. Could you suggest a good marker pen?
I have recently discovered the pleasures of butter in sex. I smear it on the doorknob to stop the kids coming in.
My voice is breaking and there is hair on my chest. Is this normal? Yours, Sally Jenkins, age 9.
Dear bitch, I have trouble making friends. What are you going to do about it?
Dear Deirdre, can that giant man lift me up like a baby?
You bet your ass he can.
I have been saving up for a sex change. I don't care what my wife says. She is going to have it.
Dear Auntie, my testicles are the size of space hoppers. I don't need any advice. I just wanted to tell someone.
My husband and I are 82, and he has recently lost interest in sex. Thank God!
My wife says that I'm a compulsive liar. I think she's jealous that my reggae duet with Rio Ferdinand has reached #1.
I know where you live!
My problem is that I can only ejaculate when I hear a buzzer.
At the end of that round, points go to Frankie, Hugh and Gray. OK, here we go. The first subject is commercials that never made it to air.
Masturbation. Are you getting your 5 a day?
Worried about bankruptcy? Then why not paddle your canoe into the middle of the ocean?
Lidl's own brand shampoo, because you're worthless.
If you hit me at 40 miles an hour, there's an 80% chance I'll die. If you hit me at 30 miles an hour, there's an 80% chance I'll live. Stop trying to hit me.
Poor and too lazy to cook. That's why mums shop at Iceland.
This isn't just a gimp mask. This is an S&M gimp mask.
Do your knickers feel uncomfortable on? Try Bacardi Breezy.
If you find flying boring, fly Qantas. You might die.
The Daily Mail. Racist in public, so you don't have to be.
I'm Fern Britton, and this machine took 2 stone off me. It's a bacon slicer.
I'm John McCain. Why not buy my fitness video?
Are you thinking of drinking and driving? Remember, the M20 is surprisingly quiet on a Saturday night.
We've lost your bags. We've lost your bags. Dee 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 dee.
From Gillette comes the new Sensor Uber XL. For that closest ever shave. In fact, this one slices your face like a potato peeler. It's too close. Get the previous Gillette Sensor. It turns out we couldn't get closer than that one.
31 million names on 3 great discs. Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. Now that's what I call a monumental cock-up, Volume 1.
Max Mosley doesn't do Nazi-themed orgies, but if he did, they'd probably be the best Nazi-themed orgies in the world.
OK, next topic is bad things to hear on opening the door in the middle of the night.
Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. I'd like to talk to you about Mock the Week.
I'm back from my canoe trip.
I saw a peeping Tom in your garden, but I warned him. This is my patch.
I'll come to fix your washing machine. You asked for a call-out between 12 and 5.
Hello, I'm afraid my cock is stuck in your letterbox.
Hello. I'm Max Mosley, and I've been a very naughty boy.
I'm afraid your husband's been murdered. Could I borrow a shovel?
Hello, I'm Gordon Brown. Just hold me.
Okay, at the end of that round, the points go to Russell, Mark, and Andy. The first subject is bad things to say at a job interview.
What can I bring to the job? A burning hatred of the West, a hook for a hand, and a pilot's licence.
The 5-year employment gap, yeah. I was canoeing.
Right, I hope we can all be professional about the fact that I've just split up with all three of you.
I'm really only here because I'm hoping to slip on a wet floor and then fall off a ladder.
Yes, I've had a few changes of address, Wormwood Scrubs, Broadmoor, but for the last 3 months I've lived in your air conditioning.
I'm really into diversity. In my last team, I made sure that we had a black, a fruit, and a fatty.
I have always wanted to work in a motel. I'm telling them, Mother, I'm telling them!
This job would be a great opportunity for me to steal a shitload of stationery.
Hey! I remember you from the dungeon. How you doing? It's me, Gimpy Terry.
I'm Gimpy Terry's mate.
Sum myself up in 3 words. Well, I suppose it would have to be killer alien vagina.
What do you mean I'm underqualified to be a plumber? I'm 5 hours late. I've done a piss in your sink.
When can I start? Yesterday, but I can only work till today.
9 till 5, 9 till 5. My medication wears off at 3.
The next topic is things you wouldn't hear on Songs of Praise.
Hello, Canterbury. Let's make some fucking noise!
Well, the locals here on the Shetland Isles have given us a tremendous welcome. Today we have our act of worship, and tomorrow they're burning me in a wicker man.
They call him G.O.D. and he the Big Daddy. He look like me, but he more beardy.
Hello, I'm Sister Margaret, and I'm an alcoholic.
The parishioners will now go forward to receive communion, if they can get past Atlas and Predator.
Christians in one corner, Muslims in the other. Let's get ready to rumble!
Well, the goat is strapped to the altar, so let's begin.
That was beautiful. Such a shame there's no one actually up there to have heard it.
And we appear to have a streaker. No, one of the altar boys has escaped from the vestry.
If you're enjoying this, why not turn over to BBC 3, where you can enjoy Songs of Praise uncut.
Well, now, choir of the week. They're not the Von Trapp family, but they were the Trapp family. It's the Fritzels from Austria!
The next reading is from St. Paul's first letter to Jim will fix it.
At the end of that round, the points go to Frankie, Hugh and Ed. OK, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear at the Olympics.
The athletes will now go forward to receive their medals and complimentary prawn crackers.
And there is the Chinese coxless 4. It's a harsh punishment, but that's what happens if you lose a heat.
And look, there's Paula Radcliffe in a clown outfit holding a sparkler.
We can't find a national anthem to Togo. We're going to have to use the Benny Hill theme tune.
And that is a personal best. The first time I've managed to crack one off to the weightlifting.
Oh my God, things are really exciting here at the sailing. And there goes the bell. Someone has stolen the bell.
Now, over to the Paralympics with Glenn Hoddle.
She's past one, she's past two. Paula Radcliffe is very ill indeed.
He medalled in Sydney, he medalled in Athens, and he's going to medal here unless someone catches him.
And coming up, your chance to watch teenagers in leotards without feeling bad.
To show you just how polluted this city is, the javelin has got stuck in the sky.
The leading British swimmer has had to pull out of the 400 metres freestyle because he couldn't find £1 for the locker.
Well, we should have done better in the shooting, and this young team from South Manchester know it.
And anyone who thinks that this opening ceremony is amazing has never been to Blackpool on ecstasy.
OK, the next topic is lines you wouldn't hear in a war film.
We've managed to crack the Germans' code. Turns out they were sending messages in German.
Why are we speaking English?
I'm afraid we can't afford goggles. So what we're going to have to do, we're all going to have to go like this.
Terribly sorry, Sergeant. It's just that when you said let's all band together and take Jerry from behind...
OK, chaps, here's the strategy for escaping from the prisoner of war camp. We sit it out till the end of the war.
I can't feel my legs. That's because your arms have been blown off.
I'm saving Private Ryan. Money on his car insurance.
Is anyone else embarrassed that we've all turned up in the same outfit?
There's only one way to settle this war, through the medium of dance.
Don't worry, Tommy. I'll make sure she gets it. It's chlamydia, isn't it?
You've each been selected for this mission because you're unknown to the enemy and you each have a special skill. Professor Hawking, John Leslie, Phil Neville, the Wu-Tang Clan, Usher, the Sugar Puffs Monster, and Daniel Day-Lewis. Welcome to Operation Mindfuck.
At the end of that round, the points go to Frankie, Hugh and Adam. OK, here we go. The first subject is questions that were rejected from this year's exams.
If the answer is 9, what is the question?
When you finish this exam, please will you turn your paper over and mark it.
Using Darwin's theory of evolution, explain Boris Johnson.
Vladimir has 10,000 tanks and you have 3. Why would you start a war? Discuss.
By the year 2015, the population of the Earth will have increased by 20%. How do we find Kerry Katona and stop her?
Complete the following sequence. 16, 35, 24, 8, 9. Now open the safe, grab the stuff and get in the getaway car.
If an object is travelling at 750 miles an hour, encounters resistance and slows to 0, for how many months will Richard Hammond have to wear nappies?
On the diagram below, show on the body where you like to be touched.
Describe Uranus without telling your parents.
Amy is 16. At least she said she was. How much trouble are you in?
Complete this crop rotation. Wheat, fallow, rock festival, BNP rally.
If everybody in Class A is called Tom, Thomas or Tommy, and every second boy in Class B is called Tim, Timothy or Timmy, what the fuck is going on?
OK, the next topic is lines you wouldn't hear in a costume drama.
Henry Tudor. But why did he chew her?
The Zulus have us surrounded, sir. They're standing on the horizon waving their spears. Wait a minute. Those aren't spears.
Mr. Darcy, I do believe you've poked me on Facebook.
So, King Henry, I'm your 5th wife. Hang on, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, but... oh, shit.
And for the latest news from the big house, tune in to Pride and Prejudice Extra, starting now on BBC 3.
Next, Pride and Extreme Prejudice, where Elizabeth is surprised to hear Mr. Darcy's views on queers and Jews.
You think wearing this bustle makes my arse look big?
Let me read the signal from the Victory. Are you paying too much for your car insurance?
I worked for the Duke of Wellington when he invented the Wellington boot, and the Earl of Sandwich when he invented the sandwich. But I suppose my happiest time was working for Lord Strap-on.
My liege, your desire to marry again will split the church. Does it have to be a gay Nigerian?
Ah, the Duke! My daughter has been itching to meet you. Chlamydia!
The points at the end of that round go to Frankie, Hugh and Lucy! The first subject is unlikely greetings cards.
Congratulations, you're 18 on a list of 20 people I'm going to kill.
My heart goes out in sympathy. I know your life is torn. I can't believe your dear, sweet mum caught you watching all that porn.
Congratulations on conquering your drug and alcohol dependency. We're having a party to celebrate, but you can't come.
I know you're green. I've done my bit. This card is made of recycled shit.
Get well soon. P.S. I know it's terminal, but they didn't have a card for that.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm locked up in Broadmoor and thinking of you.
Thinking of you at this difficult time has given me an erection.
You're moving! We've repossessed your house.
Congratulations on passing your test. You have HIV.
OK. The next topic is things you didn't hear at the Olympics.
I am the little girl from the opening ceremony. This is my real voice.
That gymnast is so supple. If my wife could do that, we'd still be together.
Next, the rhythmic gymnastics. You might want to start beating out your own rhythm at home.
That English track team is awesome!
And it's gold for Ireland!
Well, that'll be low marks for synchronicity, but high marks for execution. Clean shot to the head, backwards off the board, pool full of blood, magnificent.
Next, over to Gabby Logan, who's going to tell us whether or not she's a transvestite.
And it...
Go on, go again, man, go again. Do it.
And there's fuck all for Ireland!
No, I'm not letting you off for the last Ireland joke. You're not getting on again for the rest of the show. You are not doing another one for the rest of the show, all right?
You've just been
Oh, let's look at the clock. It's more interesting than the show jumping.
The one thing we're all thinking during the Olympics, doesn't Claire Balding look like Eddie Izzard?
Nobody can touch this Russian gymnast, except their coach and their uncle.
And here comes...
Hugh Dennis.
Well, what a morning. We've got medals in the Yingling, Tiddly and Po.
Chinese athlete with number 36 in his chest. That means he's a chicken chow mein.
And here...
And the French have 4 faults. Their language, their food, their underarm hair, and the fact that they are French.
A surprise in the canoeing, where the British athlete has gone missing.
It was after I heard the buzzer that I realised there was one thing I hadn't heard at the Olympics, right, was fuck it.
The end of that round, the points go to Frankie, Hugh and Greg. The first subject is lines you wouldn't hear in a sci-fi film.
We've discovered an alien queen, and she's laid enough eggs to take over the galaxy. This writing, it says, Katona.
I am C-3PO. This is my cousin, WD-40.
All right, Chewie, you look different after that back sack and crack wax.
My name is Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is my brother, Oh, be careful. My sister, Oh, behave. My dog, Oh, be a sport.
Use the Force, Luke. I've run out of lubricant.
Yeah, that's right. We aliens have learnt your language by listening to your radio broadcasts.
The androids are going berserk, Captain. Let's try switching them off and then on again.
Stardate 2171.6. Captain's log. Still won't flush. I'll try again later.
Vader, you look like a big black dildo.
Captain, I've been repeatedly firing this laser at that alien, but all I've managed to do is improve its eyesight and give it a Brazilian.
It's not easy being a Vulcan, Captain. Due to my death grip, I can't masturbate.
Had that hairball in there for years.
You're loving Chewie.
I need to break into the Death Star's computer system. Who knows Darth Maul's mother's maiden name?
Captain, the ethereal sounds being made by this beautiful dying creature from another world is some funky shit.
Okay, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear on the radio.
In that episode of the Hugh Dennis story, Hugh Dennis was played by Bruce Willis, Steve Punt was played by Hugh Dennis, and the band was Shawaddy Waddy.
You touch my turnips and I'll fuck you up.
And now for a travel update. There is an accident on the M1. It's a good one, so hurry up. There's flames and everything.
Next, a book at bedtime. Martin Jarvis reads the speeches of Hitler in a high-pitched girl's voice.
Good afternoon, this is Radio 4 and I have a regional accent.
Next on Radio 4, the dogging forecast.
Here on Traffic Watch, we're predicting long delays on the M4, where I'm about to hit my ex-wife's car with this helicopter.
And now it's the panel show where our panel try to stave off premature ejaculation. Yes, it's just a minute.
Good morning, this is Breakfast with Tony Blackburn. I'm not actually on the radio, I've broken into your kitchen. Do you want toast?
Next, more lesbian propaganda with Woman's Hour.
Well, you've certainly stumped the Gardener's Question Time panel. None of us know how to bring a fox to orgasm.
You're listening to Heart FM. The same 5 songs all day long.
"6 a.m, welcome to the breakfast show. Who's up at 6 a.m? My wife's leaving me. My dad didn't get up at 6 a.m. and he was a fucking minor."
Okay, the end of that round of points go to Frankie, Hugh and Michael. Okay, here we go. The first topic is unlikely small ads.
Did you see a hit and run in the Cromwell Road on Tuesday night? Please get in touch, because I'm keen to silence any witnesses.
Parents, worried about unruly teenagers ruining your house? You need my book, My House, My Rules, by Joseph Fritzl.
Please get in touch. Our eyes met yesterday. You were the blonde undressing in the bedroom. I was the man lurking in your garden.
Legs, bums and tums, wanted by cannibal.
Slightly used condoms for sale. No weirdos.
Are you an alcoholic? There's a sale on at Oddbins.
House prices falling, debts rising, feel like you can't quite cope. Pull yourself together!
Gardening done. Think I'll put my feet up now.
Are you looking for a plumber who'll do a good job at a reasonable price? You've got no chance.
Anger management CDs for sale. Don't ring before noon.
Are you struggling to get out of the bath? It's pretty much game over for you then.
The next topic is unlikely things to hear on Question Time.
Allow me to answer your question with a question. Why don't you fuck off?
I'm going to take a question from a black man without mentioning that he's black. The man in the red jumper, please.
Do I believe the economy's in recession? Well, I believe it was Churchill who said, oh, yeah.
David Dimbleby, you haven't answered a question all night. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
A good question there. Is the BBC dumbing down? What do you think, Barry Chuckle?
Yes, my question is for Delilah. Why?
Welcome to Question Time, coming to you this week live from Spearmint Rhino.
Question time. Tonight we're in Norwich. Let's say hello to the audience. Look, men from Magic Picture Box. Go speaky, speaky.
Is the wrong answer, Charles Clark. Take off an item of clothing.
So, good question. Gordon Brown, why don't you shove your tax increases up your arse?
If your dog isn't here, Mr. Blunkett, who's sniffing my balls?
I have a question for Boris Johnson. Do you know where you are?
Is Britain becoming more misogynist? Let's ask this bitch.
At the end of that round, the points go to Russell, Ed and Andy.